Hello my beautiful people, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to prepare vegetable stew. Vegetable stew can be eaten with rice, it can be eaten with yam, it can be eaten with potatoes, plantain and so many others. Vegetable stew is very easy and fast to make. Keep watching as I'm going to show you all the steps and the ingredients you need to prepare this delicious vegetable stew. These are all the ingredients you need to prepare vegetable stew. Here I have fresh tomatoes, very fresh one. This is fresh pepper that I'm going to blend together with these fresh tomatoes. I equally have here chicken, okuko. We call it onion. I'm going to sauce this chicken, steam it, and also fry it for this vegetable stew. This is Ntong, scent leaf in English. The Igbos call it Efri, and so this is what I'm going to use to add to this vegetable stew. It used to give a very nice flavor. I also have here vegetable oil. This is what I'm going to use in frying this chicken. You also need tin tomatoes to add to these fresh tomatoes in order to have more quantity. You also need some seasonings. Here I have onions. This is nutmeg. You also need some seasoning cubes, and this is ginger and garlic. To have a perfect and delicious vegetable stew, these are all the ingredients that you need. First thing you need to do is to sauce and steam this chicken before frying. Meanwhile, as the chicken is on fire, we are going to blend the tomatoes and pepper. This is the ginger, garlic and nutmeg. You need to grate them. You can either blend it or grate it with a grater, just like I'm doing. I'm using half of the nutmeg. You need to add your meat to the pot and add ginger, garlic and nutmeg, and also add your seasoning, and then add your onions, and also add some salt to taste. You need to adjust it a little. You have to cover it and put it on fire for it to start cooking. I'm going to blend the tomatoes along with the pepper. You have to add some quantity of water. Look at where the water is so that it will help the blender. After blending the tomatoes, you need to boil it so that it will dry. You need to fry your meat until it becomes golden brown, and then you take them away from the oil. After frying your meat, you're going to put your pot on fire and start preparing your stew. This is the oil that I use in frying the meat, so I'm going to transfer it into the pot. You need to add your onions. This is the fresh tomato that I blended and boiled. So it has now become a paste. So I'm going to add it to my stew. Then you need to give it a little stir and allow it to cook for about 30 minutes so that it will dry very well. After 30 minutes, you need to take your tomatoes and then add the tin tomato so that it will dry together. You need to give it a good stir for it to mix properly. After adding the tin tomato to the fresh tomato, we are going to allow it to cook for 5 minutes before adding other ingredients. And stew has cooked very well. The next thing we need to add is the sauce. You need to add your stock. After adding the stock water, if you notice that the stew is too dry or you need more water, you can still add. I'm going to add a little quantity of water. Remember, when adding water, it is the quantity of the tomatoes that you have will determine the quantity of water you will use, so that your stew will not be watery. After adding water, you need to taste for salt. You need to add some seasoning. You need to add some salt to taste. You need to stir it a little and allow it to cook for 2 minutes before adding your meat. After 2 minutes, you need to add your meat and allow it to cook until everything will be marinated. Once you add your meat, you have to allow it to cook for 3 minutes before adding your vegetable, Ntong or scent leaf. This stew is going to be very delicious. After adding everything, you need to add your vegetable last. This is the Ntong that I showed you. I've washed it very well and then cut it to pieces, so it is now good to go. Yes, our vegetable stew is ready. It is this Ntong that is going to give this stew a very nice aroma, very sweet taste. After adding this Ntong, we are going to allow it for 10 seconds and then put it down and serve. Meanwhile, we need to taste for salt. Very delicious. It tastes good. You can see my vegetable stew is ready, so I'm going to serve. I hope you have seen how I prepared the vegetable stew. You can see how red the stew is. Whenever you're frying your stew, make sure you fry the fresh tomatoes first before adding the tin tomatoes. That is the reason why this stew is as red as this. Sometimes most people fry their tin tomatoes first before adding fresh tomatoes. It will make the stew to become very dark in color. And so you can see how red the stew is, and it is very, very inviting. This vegetable stew can be eaten with rice. It can be eaten with boiled plantain. It can be eaten with boiled yam, potatoes, and so many others. If you love this video, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also share this video with your family and friends. See you in my next video. Bye.